All right. And it looks like we are live. We are live. So good evening, everybody. If you're watching out there live, welcome to another episode of Family Finance Friday with DJ the Money Coach. And this show is brought to you by the DJ the Money Coach team and the 7 Spheres of Money systems. And before we get into it, like the video, share, and subscribe to DJ the Money Coach right here on YouTube so you can help us spread the gospel of the 𝗙𝗂𝗂𝗂 lifestyle, which is plenty of money, peace of mind. And we can invite you and everyone else to join us on the beaches of the World Club. And tonight's beach is Zanzibar, baby. So what's up, DJ? How you feeling tonight?
Oh, man, I'm excited. Everything's good, man. Got a fresh shave. Got a fresh cut.
Oh, yeah.
I'm golden, baby. I'm golden.
Hey, that's what we love to hear.
Start a spring break. So if you're out there celebrating spring break, which just began today in our area, hey, hats off. Where are you going? What trip are you taking? You know what I'm saying? And the best place to go is go to paradise, baby. Paradise is right smack dab in the beautiful motherland called Zanzibar, baby. That's right. Zanzibar. 𝗙𝗵𝗴𝗂𝗂𝗍. He's the island of Zanzibar, baby. That's right. So you should jump in and take that bucket list trip, but more importantly, take that trip and get a piece of paradise in your portfolio. That's right. Get a piece of paradise in your portfolio. But see, here's the deal. Zanzibar is hot now, because everybody and their mama, promoting Zanzibar. But here's the reality, ladies and gentlemen. Equity and ownership. Equity and ownership, baby. 99% of those people who are promoting Zanzibar to you, all they are just, intermediaries. They're basically showing you paradise, and they're getting a commission from getting you to come to paradise. Hey, nothing wrong with that. But why go take that bucket list trip and get a one-time experience when you can actually own a piece of paradise for the same price that it takes for you to take that beautiful, exotic, once-in-a-lifetime trip? That's right. Because as far as I know, exclusively, I could be wrong, but 99.8% of the time, I'm right. I am the largest owner of property and resort as an American in Zanzibar, baby. That's right, in Zanzibar. Now, see, I went there to stake claim for land, baby, and business and finance and technology. They're going there to promote it so you can come give your dollars to somebody that don't look like you, and you get a beautiful trip and you tell experience about it. That's awesome. But why not go next level, baby, and go there and stake your claim and go back and back and back again, and even when you're not there, make money? That is my question to you. Because again, you have to practice cooperative economics. You have to drill down in your network, and you have to be part of an ecosystem that's going to provide wealth multi-generational for you and your family. Because all you're doing at the end of the day is you're taking your network and applying cooperative economics to somebody else's network, and you're enriching them, and you're making their children's children wealthy. But you get a nice hat, you get a nice t-shirt, and you get that once-in-a-lifetime experience, and you know what they get? They get wealth. They get cash flow. They get legacy. But right here, baby, at DJ the Money Coach and the 7 Spheres of Money, we get the whole package, baby. The whole package. So we can legitimately say 𝗙𝗵𝗴𝗂𝗍. You know what I'm saying? We can say it because we own. We're building right now, ladies and gentlemen, as we speak, a multi-million-dollar luxury residential resort that will open January 2024 And we're headed back for the 4th time in July to take several of you with us. They're not just going for the experience, but you're going over there, baby, to stake your claim and have equity and ownership for a lifetime. Just think about that. The trip in of itself, most of you have never been. And you're going to have to pull all your pieces together and all your courage and then make that trip. And you're going to find out it's the most beautiful place you ever been on the face of the earth. And then you're going to say to yourself, man, what if I can own a piece of this? And see what they're going to do. They're going to take you and show you something that they don't own because they're going to get a commission. Nothing wrong with that. But ask yourself a question. Why be a part of the experience when you could be on the equity and ownership side? Think about this. There's 4 major sports in America, right? And 2 of them are predominantly on the field by people that look like us. The NFL, about 75% of all the players look like you and me. Now, you flip the script, 100% of the ownership does not look like you and me. I'm going to say that again. About 70 to 75% of the players who generated for the NFL last year over $20 billion in revenues and over $10 billion in profit were built off the back of people that look just like you and me. But 100% of them 32 teams were all owned and operated by people that don't look like you. As a matter of fact, 1 or 2 of those teams in NFL are owned by minorities, but they ain't black, baby. They're Asian Indian and some Hispanic, orientation. Nothing wrong with that, but I don't see them on the playing field. But they show running the show. Now, let's look at the NBA. About 70%, 65, 70% of the players that get on that hardwood floor and put that work in look like you and me. Now, out of those 28, teams, only 1 is owned fully by somebody that looks like us. And you know who that is? That's MJ. No matter what you think about MJ, he's the first player to ever own a team outright. Because he made that his mission. If he was going to blow it up and make it a worldwide phenomenon with the Dream Team and the MJ shoes that every year sell over $3 to $5 billion, and he ain't even been on the hardwood floor in 20 years, why is he going to let them get equity and ownership off his, blood, sweat, and tears? He said, I'm getting in the owner suite, baby. And so we challenge you to do the same thing. Why not get into the owner suite? Why let other people represent other people to sell you on a dream trip while they get a little bit of commish, you get a little bit of experience, but they get the big bag, the residual bag. And it's one movie, Nick, that I love that exemplifies this exact message crystal clear. I want you all to go check out Cadillac Man. Cadillac Man, okay? Cadillac Man had my man Jeffrey Wright. He was playing Muddy Waters. And then it had my boy Mos Def. He was playing Chuck Berry. And they tell the story of Chess Records and how they were pimping and abusing the black culture and making themselves wealthy by making other people famous. See, famous don't bring no currency, baby, but the wealth. So one beautiful scene in that movie. So Mos Def, he's playing Chuck Berry. They go into the radio station with the general manager and the representative of the records who don't look like you, don't look like me. And they sitting down in front of the general manager because the general manager and the owner of the radio station and the agent who owns the actual record company, guess what? They come from the same crew. They don't sing songs, they don't write songs, but they distribute the songs and they own the songs, but they pimp your ass. So they sitting there, and the general manager, he gets outside himself and he says, I'm gonna make you famous and I'm gonna make him rich. Now he points to his homeboy when he said, I'm gonna make you rich, and they giggling like Cheshire cats. And Mos Def, who's playing Chuck Berry, he was like, oh, no. Hold up, brother. So he gets up and he tells homeboy to switch seats with him. He said, no, you can make him famous and you're going to make me rich. In essence, I'm going to own everything that got my name on it. Distribution, masters, copyrights, all of that. And then they had another dude in the movie. He was playing a character, they called him Wolf. He come in and he, oh yeah. And then Jeffrey Waters, who was getting pimped to the nth degree, when the white boy tried to give Wolf a Cadillac, he was like, no, dog, I don't need no damn Cadillac. Just pay me my money. You see what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? See, that's why it was called Cadillac Man, because what they would do, they would give you a Cadillac, they would give you this 360 contract, and you go on the road and your record selling 1 million copies, you going platinum and everything, and then you're like, man, where the money at? Oh, well, I gave you 3 Cadillacs. I gave you the clothes. I took you on the chicken tour, on the chitlin tour, and now you got to pay me for all those expenses. Guess what that is? And today, that's, hey man, let me take you over to the beautiful motherland. Let me show you all these beautiful, resorts, and let you spend 7-10 racks with us and have a great 10 days. And we all smiling and dancing together, but I'm getting all this residual, baby. And I got all this equity, baby. And guess what? I ain't even thinking about talking to you about it. But guess what? We got 30, 40, 50, 60 people here with us that look like you and me. Let's do the math, baby. You got 60 of us go over to the motherland, ain't never been, and you spend on average 7 to 10 racks. That's $600,000 US. And you just bought that person a condo, a house. You just bought that person a small boutique hotel on the beautiful island in exchange for your experience. Now, if you are smart, like the owners of the NFL, the owners of the NBA, the owners of Major League Baseball and hockey, they do this little thing called revenue share in the collective bargaining agreement, where now you get a percentage of the revenue based on your agreement with the owner. So in essence, you get a little bit of equity for your blood, sweat, and tears in the process. So what we want to do is give you an opportunity to be on the revenue sharing side of the equation. Because here's the beautiful thing about the motherland, Zanzibar. Baby, it is brand new. I mean, it's not brand new in existence, but it's brand new to your reality. Because over the past 24 months, people have caught wind. Wow, this is amazing, beautiful destination. Best paradise I've ever seen in my life. And these people look like me, speak like me, loving on me. Man, let me jump on there. Only challenge it, man, how far is that trip? That's the first thing I have people ask me, man. What are the couple of things, DJ, to prevent people from going even though they got the money? Man, I don't know if I want to take that, 13-hour trip. But they don't say that when they go to Europe. You ever notice that? They don't say that when they go to China. You ever notice that? They don't say that when they go to Thailand. You ever notice that, Nick? So that's the first thing that, then, hey man, am I gonna get sick if I go over there? No, man. They don't want you to bring your sickness over to them. So now, then you find out, wait a minute, man. The money stretches crazy. The money stretches crazy, Nick. Stretches crazy. So I know we all right now, spring break is kicking off, for the next 4 or 5 weeks. You got spring break. Ours begin early because we get out of school early. But from here, dude, to the end of April, people going to be spring breaking. And they're going to jump right over Cancun, Cabo. They're going to go to Bahamas. They're going to go to Jamaica. They're going to go to Aruba. They're going to go to 𝗙𝗵𝗴𝘂𝗂𝗍, Turks. You know what I'm saying? They're going to go to all these beautiful destinations because they've been programmed. Now, some of them going to be wise enough, pick up on a little timeshare. I ain't touching no timeshare with a 20-foot pole, okay? Real talk. Don't fall for that timeshare trap. Now, if you go and get the preview of the timeshare to get you some, free, rental car or a free dinner and stuff like that, and you got, 60 to 120 minutes to waste of your time for them little exchange, hey, that's cool too. Right?
Yeah, did that before.
Yeah, man. It's a racket. So they show you and they tell, man, how much you spent on this vacation to come here? Oh, you spent 5, 6, man, let me show you how you own. Man, you don't own nothing in no timeshare. Let me tell you, I don't care how they remix it, how they rename it now. Now they call it memberships. It's all a fugazi, okay? But the more of the story is where you mostly go, the dollar exchange rate is what I'm talking about. So if we go anywhere to Mexico, to the Caribbean, generally the exchange rate, $1 is going to be equivalent to about 20 of theirs on the peso. If you go to Aruba, you're going to be looking at somewhere about 40. $1 gets you 40 of theirs. Okay? But if you go, to the Virgin Islands, or you go to St. John's or St. Kitts, now your money is going down. You go in the Bahamas, your money going down. But you go over here, man, to the beautiful Zanzibar, and one of your dollars is equivalent to 2,300 of theirs. I can't say that again, ladies and gentlemen. One of your U.S. hard-earned dollars is equivalent to 2,300 of theirs. So you can, in essence, get 100x more value in Zanzibar than you can get in Mexico, in the Caribbean, and the icing on the cake is they all speak English and they all look like you and me, and it's just like you going home, family. This is what we're talking about. So what we're doing from day one, we don't do anything that don't provide us with an opportunity to have equity. Equity, baby, means money, baby. Money, and ownership. So you're watching this right now. I want you to put down on your to-do list anything that I partake in that I'm going to increase economy and add value. I bet to put myself in position to have me some equity and ownership, which in essence translates into these bad boys. Okay, so you get a piece of the pie instead of helping them create the pie and turn around and sell it back to you at a premium, and all you get is an experience. Now, if you're in the market just getting experience and you say, hey man, it's a one-off, but if I can one-off and I can invest 5, 10,000 and I can get myself a little bit of piece of the pie, and let's just say you invest 5, 10,000 and it earns you $1,000 a year for the rest of your life because you got a percentage in the marketplace. Even if, let's just say, it returns you $100. Okay? It returns you $100. You're like, man, that ain't no return. Okay. But you do it one time. You took that trip. Now I'm saying you are able to take the trip too. Are you listening to me? Because this is what they do with you on the timeshare. And we're not talking about any timeshares here. Let me tell you, I'm not giving you any financial advice. I'm just telling you the facts. Go do your research. Go do your homework. Okay? So let's just say my trip to the beautiful motherland of Zanzibar, which sits in the Indian Ocean, ladies and gentlemen, which is adjacent to Tanzania on the eastern part of the African continent. Tanzania is the country that sits on the eastern part of Africa, which sits right beside the Indian Ocean. So to give you a comparison, this is comparative to our Caribbean, to Cuba, to Mexico, better yet, Puerto Rico. Because Tanzania actually has sovereignty with Zanzibar. Okay? So it's parallel. Just like Puerto Rico is owned by the United States. Okay? Go check your history lesson. Okay? So in that regard, you go over to Zanzibar, this beautiful peninsula that lies right in the beautiful Indian Ocean with these beautiful white sand beaches where you can go out to the middle of the Indian Ocean and you can see crystal clear to the bottom, baby. Now, I know you've been to some beautiful places, but there ain't none better and beautiful than this, baby. Now, you might go to the Maldives. Beautiful, extraordinary, expensive. You know, you go to Mauritius, also in Africa. We don't know. Better get a geography lesson. Beautiful, extremely expensive because they have been colonized and the prices have been escalated. Zanzibar, baby, is like 30 years behind, but even as spectacular in beauty and exotic. Zanzibar also is the capital of the spice world. We used to get all your spices all around the world. They have a place on Zanzibar called Spice Island. So right now, Zanzibar is positioned like Dubai. What you think about it? 1978, Dubai was just a desert, nothing. Fast forward to 2023, Dubai is the most exotic player's place on the planet. We're talking about supreme opulence, ridiculous things that they offer because of the oil money. So imagine this: you had $5,000 to $10,000 and you planted your, stake in Zanzibar and made the trip. All right, and let's just say you only got $100 return for every, 1,000 or 5,000. And again, I'm not giving you financial advice, but you took this trip anyway. You're gonna drop $500 to $7,500 to go to Zanzibar because the plane tickets alone right now, because the price of everything is up. You're not getting a round trip ticket to Zanzibar unless you stick somebody up for less than $1,800 right now. Probably about $2,200 depending on where you are in America. So you're gonna drop $2,200 on that, and somebody might get you a trip package for $38,000 to $5,000. So you're gonna drop $7,500. You're gonna have a great time. You're gonna want to go back, but in most cases you're not ever going back. And nothing wrong with that. Well, let's say you get $100 on that, for the rest of your life, and then with inflation and taxation, it doubles. In 10 years, it goes to $200. 20 years, it goes to $400. But your equity goes up in direct proportion with the value of the real estate. So you're getting this comfortable residual check that's coming in. And on top of that, you get this equity position that you could actually sell your position and potentially, I'm saying potentially, ladies and gentlemen, flip, double, triple, quadruple your money because these islands, they ain't building any more of them. God ain't making any more of them. And just like they build these amazing, stadiums For instance, if you look at the Chase Center for the Golden State Warriors, multi-billion-dollar facility that most of the revenues that actually made them the most profitable team in the NBA came from corporate sponsorship headquarter contracts with the Silicon Valley corporations. And you look at SoFi, built into the middle of the hood in Compton and Inglewood, $5.5 billion, beautiful, iconic stadium that's now making the owners hundreds of millions of dollars. That's exactly what you have the opportunity when you're looking at Zanzibar from an investor standpoint, with somebody who actually owns, operates, and manages a resort as well as multiple other properties in Zanzibar. Not just somebody who's a tour guide that's going over there that they can go free and show you a good time while they're taking your dollars and funding them over to the other guy that don't look like you, don't look like the Zanzibarians, but y'all all kumbaya. But at the end of the day, just like in Cadillac, man, you got a great experience, you feel a little famous, and you can show people that you've been someplace nobody else been, and they all kumbaya with you, but the other guy, he got everything. And that's what we need to put it into. We need to put our stake in the ground and get the experience and get the equity and ownership. And every year, check this out, be able to go back, excluding your airfare, practically free because you're an owner. Think about that. Who's going to stop me from going to Zanzibar when I already own, cash outright, my own place? I'd have to be schizophrenic. It's just like they said, if you own a business, are you ever firing yourself from your own business? Absolutely not. Think about it. So who's going to tell me I can't go to my second home destination in Zanzibar that I own anytime I want? How about you? See, that's the lure of the timeshare. Hey, you are owner with us. No, you're not. You are a leaser. You're not an owner, baby. You're a leaser because you can't go whenever you want, wherever you want. You got to contact them and block a couple of dates, and you got to pay fees to do that. And if that's the way you can go about doing it, hey, beautiful. But that's not what we're talking here, baby. We're talking equity, ownership, ability to go back to the motherland when you choose and make some equity and legendary plays for you and your family. So at the end of 10 years, the valuation of Zanzibar alone is in the billions. I'm going to say that again, ladies and gentlemen. The value of Zanzibar alone is in the billions. Matter of fact, Nick, let's go to the break real quick. Let's show them the beautiful first time that I went to Zanzibar and stayed at this beautiful resort that we have an exclusive arrangement with, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm an owner. I'm going to say that again, ladies and gentlemen. I am an owner. I'm not a tourist guy. I'm a finance guy. I am an owner. So I am a significant owner in a major development of development properties. I said properties. And we're actually going to show you tomorrow, because I'm going to give you an invite to come check out those properties. And then on top of that, we're going to give you an exclusive invite to come see us April 1st and meet our partners live from Zanzibar. Now, ask yourself a question. How many of the cats that's selling you packages and trips to Zanzibar can put you directly in touch with the people who own the resort, own the hotel, own the financial headquarters of Zanzibar, and bring them here to America? Guess what? You get 3 guesses, and the first 2 don't count. I am the only one that's the alpha and the omega for Zanzibar in America, because I am partner equity partner with the largest developer in Zanzibar. Second generation. I'm not a timeshare. I'm not a tourist salesperson getting a free trip. I'm an equity owner, baby. So I have opportunity to put you inside the C-suite and introduce you directly to the owner of multiple largest developments on the island in conjunction with me and our team, and give you an exotic, first class, once in a lifetime trip to Zanzibar, and give you the itinerary to take you to Mount Kilimanjaro, give you an itinerary to take you to the Serengeti. All those beautiful things that the other people are now showing you. Guess what? Last year this time, there was hardly nobody talking about Zanzibar. I was in Zanzibar live last year this time. And I said from the rip, your boy, I'm going there to create equity and ownership opportunities for us. And guess what? Your boy has delivered. Now let me tell you this. You might see that person riding around in that Maybach. You might see that person riding around in that Range Rover. You might see that person riding around in that Rolls Royce. They look like you. 9 out of 10 times, let me tell you a secret. They rented that bad boy. So, I may not show you the Taj Mahal or the Four Seasons or, that one, penthouse that costs $20 million, because I know that ain't where the real wealth is created. I'm going to show you the millionaire next door. Quiet wealth. And if you're wise enough to drop your chips and get some equity in return, or you just want to go to Vegas and let Vegas take all the stuff while you come back with an experience, you tell me. Because here, equity and ownership is the only road we know, baby. And right here, you can be on the inside of equity and ownership and not only enjoy the bucket list trip, not only enjoy the whiteout party, not only enjoy the perennial event where we come together and celebrate, but you can every day look up and every month and every year say, oh man, look at my portfolio growing. And look at these people going to the beautiful island of Zanzibar. And I'm not only getting experience, but I'm getting a little bit more wealthier every day, every month, and every year of my life. And I can pass this on to my children and my children's children. That's what you ought to be celebrating instead of saying, wow, man, let me take this once in a lifetime trip, invest my money one time only, and go over there and have this experience with this, amazing person that introduced me to it. You should be saying, where's my equity? Where's my ownership? Because here's what you don't realize. Just like on these streets, you are adding value for YouTube. You are adding value for IG, Twitch, Rumble, all of them, because they're using you just like Clubhouse. Look at the sexy Negroes. If the sexy Negroes are going there, I'm going to go there. But before the sexy Negroes went there, nobody wanted to go. Before the sexy Negroes started TikToking, silly, off in front of the restaurants and all that silly stuff, was nobody TikToking. Then you got them now after the fact, hey man, I created a whole new industry. I got to get paid for that. Guess what? Like my man Reginald F. Lewis' mama said, you better set your terms up front, baby, instead of after the fact. Because you didn't have the wisdom or the wherewithal to think this was going to be of value. So you got out there out of desperation and allowed your creativity, your soul, to be repurchased, repackaged, sold right back to you, and you own nothing. Think about that. Now, why they showing you all this beautiful, sophisticated, great things that you getting tapped into? Because that's what the Negro does. And see, the algorithm ain't gonna like that. But when they start showing you dancing, stepping, fetch it, and Chris rocking, yep, he got 40 million racks to talk about your ass. And you thought that was cool. But we're talking to you about a millionaire next door, quiet, silent, slowly just buying stuff up like they do. They go to the auction and they bid on your house because you can't no longer afford the real estate taxes. But you're so busy trying to go to the voters box and get your vote to get the politician to actually state your case, and they ain't stating your case. But the Asian guy and the Ukrainian guy and the Yugoslavian guy, they say, hey, I don't need to vote. Let me just go down and place my vote at the auction, at the tax lien, and let me buy up all your property and then just push you out and put a Starbucks and a Whole Foods and a Sprouts. And let's see who got the real power. Y'all catch that on the way home. But you out there chasing, you know, all them politicians and the Ben Crumps, the Ben Trumps of the world, and talk about power to the people, and one of them getting the check, and you still getting out maneuvered because you playing checkers instead of playing chess. But what we're talking about, equity and ownership, because we're playing chess, baby. And we going over there and we putting our name up on buildings. That's right. We're putting our names up on buildings. Communities. Master community, 5,000 properties. Build a whole city in Zanzibar, baby. A whole city. But see, they're going to show you, just like when I went over there last time with a group of 20 investors, this one clown, he going to come up and try to talk to our group after we tried to befriend him 4 months in advance, told him we were coming, baby. We coming. We want to be allies. I ain't got no time for you, brother. You too small. I don't know you. But all of a sudden, he saw them boots on the ground, saw them strong Americans that looked like him, and he was like, whoa, what's going on? Let me go get on in and work with y'all. Sorry, brother. That opportunity passed. You see where I'm coming from? But again, anybody can pick up the phone. Check this out. I can pick up the phone, Nick, and say, hey, I got 100,000 followers. I can bring 100 of them to you right now. Let me broker a deal with you, pay for my trip. I'll set the package together. You send me the little thing, and we'll promote it like P. Diddy. Y'all get that on the way home. Oh, better yet, we're promoted like Jay-Z. What do you mean, DJ? Oh, you didn't know Jay-Z, he on the Brooklyn Nets. Didn't y'all know that? He on the Brooklyn Nets. He took a broke down community sitting with primary land, and he put his face on it and turned it from 0 to $5-10 billion opportunity, and he walked out the back door with about $20-30 million, and all he had to do was invest a couple $100,000 because he convinced you that he was a real owner. He was a mercenary who lied. P. Diddy did the same thing. And y'all fall for that old trick over and over again. They have a book called How to Sell to the Negro. So we're going to see every year, more and more of us going to be going over there just like they were going in droves over to Ghana. 𝗙𝗿𝗂𝗂𝗍 and all of them. You remember that? They got on the traditional garb. Even Nancy Pelosi went over there. And guess what the magic Negroes did? Oh, man, let me go over there too. Let me go get me some of that. Think about that. Threw the garment on. Man, come on, rock with us, man. We going over here, man. We're going to get us, some Ghana, man. And we're going to be owners and everything, man. I don't hear nothing from them now. They're going to try to do the same thing, ladies and gentlemen, with Zanzibar. They're going to try to exploit the heck out of it, have you go over there beautiful millennials, take a lot of pictures, put them up on IG, put them up on YouTube, tell you these great things. Man, let me show you some investment opportunities. But your first question should be, what you own over here, baby? What's your position? Or did you just corral us together like lemmies, get your cut, show us a good time, and you off to the next island? Ain't nothing wrong with that. But let's be transparent about it. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
Capitalism is capitalism. Man, I'm all for capitalism, but give me transparent capitalism. And if that's all you interested in, and you say, hey man, I just want the experience, DJ, cool man, keep rolling. I'm good with you. But here's what I know. Once you see that thing start blowing up, Clubhouse, and you help blow it up, now you looking for, where's my reparations at, dog? Dog, I put 1 million videos on there. Clubhouse about to go out of business. Till you went on and then you brought your people together. Hey man, hey, let's talk about student body right. We're gonna build this, but we're gonna do our meetings on Clubhouse. Or when the forced pandemic blew up, Zoom. Hey, if I'm rattling some shells, I'm ruffling some feathers, that's what I'm here for. But today's show is about you owning legitimately a piece of paradise. And you seeing how beautiful it is, because here's the deal. Once you get on that beautiful business coach, economy plus, the trip ain't nothing but a trip. It's like anything. You got to get out of your comfort zone, stretch yourself a little bit. But after you get that experience, it ain't going to be no big deal. It's not going to be no different, Nick, than going down to Cancun. It's not going to be no different than going to Cabo. Few couple of extra hours, but now you're going to be sitting on this beautiful island with people who are excited about seeing you. Speaking your language. Loving on you. And I know you done been several places like I've been, but when I got there, dude, it was like, how have I not been here before? And it felt like I had already been there, Nick. It was like a deja vu. It was like I came home, man, my soul was at rest and at ease because I wasn't on, because when you go to these foreign countries, I don't care if people be lying to you, unless they just super naive. You have a little bit of resistance about where you go. Because at some point in time, if something were to accidentally happen that doesn't go right, man, even though I'm an American, I got to be aware of the double standards. But I get over there to beautiful Zanzibar, loving on us. We connected with everybody at the highest level like it's family. That's what I'm talking about. Now, I've talked for a long time, but at the end of the day, what we want to be able to share with you is an equity and ownership opportunity, and at the same time, give you that beautiful bucket list trip to Zanzibar. And just like the other ones, you get the thrills, but you get the equity and ownership simultaneously. And again, they might take you over there and say, hey, I'm going to show you some, because you're not going to be able to miss when you step foot on the island. They're going to have advertisements talking about come get a piece of paradise. But that person is taking you, if they ain't inside the C-suite with you, once you get connected over there, they gone. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But me, I'm there, baby, to the day we die. Because we have buildings and we have our name going up on property. And we are equity players, baby. How about you? So, Nick, let's take a quick break. Show them that first one. Then we come back. We'll talk a little bit more. Then we'll show them a couple of the things. And then I want to invite you, hit that link. Come with us. Take the bucket list trip, but get a piece of paradise and put it in your portfolio, just like you do with a mutual fund. Just like you do with an ETF. Because again, you're going to buy that mutual fund, you're going to buy that ETF, and you ain't never seen that company, and you just waiting on the check. But here, you can do both. You can own a portion of Zanzibar and have it experience a lifetime experience. And that's all you deserve. No more, no less. Get with the program. We'll be right back. You're watching Family Finance Friday with DJ the Money Coach and Nick. And we're excited because right now, baby, it's spring break. It's time to enjoy. You're getting them tax refunds. Spend them investment wisely. Put money in the ground, let it grow, and harvest it in the fall. We'll be right back after this message. Everybody, this is DJ the Money Coach. We're doing the Pom-Pom lifestyle. That's plenty of money, peace of mind. Come join us on the beaches of the World Club. We are here in beautiful Zanzibar, Tanzania. That's right. Take a look at this. Beautiful. Flowers, green trees, palm trees, amazing beachside. This is the epitome of the Pom-Pom lifestyle. And you deserve to be in this video. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to come with me and let's come inside. A little 360. Look at that kite right over there. Can you see it right there? See the kite up in there? We're actually gonna go out to the beach, and that's called kite season. That's actually somebody maneuvering with a kite on the surfboard. It's beautiful. 5-star resort. And what I found out by our friend Sebastian is this used to be where the president stayed. And this actually developed. One of the presidents used to stay here. So come on in. Look at this. Beautiful. Patio. Look at that. We have both villas. Look at that. That's right. We got 2 master suite villas that are private for us. Man, can you imagine that? If somebody's in, is she in there? Let me see. Oh no, she's not. Real quick. Look at this, guys. Amazing. 2 amazing villas. So let's go and show you my villa. This is amazing. Look at that. Can't you see yourself in this video? Can't you see yourself deservingly enjoying the Pom-Pom lifestyle? Plenty of money, peace of mind. And all you have to do is 4 dirty little words. That's number 1, discipline. Number 2, accountability. Number 3, plug into the proven system, the 7 spheres of money system. And number 4, put your head down and go to work. In 12 months, 36 months, and 60 months, you can be absolutely consumer debt free, have a passive income created by business, and leverage the tax laws, and actually buy real estate, the proper structure, the 7 spheres of money system, DJ the Money Coach. You can travel around the world just like we do in top tier places like this. Come on in, check it out. And this place is definitely serene, tranquility. You come on in here, you have yourself a nice bath. And this even opens up as well, so you can get everything. So we've taken full advantage of this great place. I'm not gonna, but just imagine yourself in here. That's it. Do I need to say anymore? Really? You know what? All you gotta do, get that link right below, get into the master class, and work with our CPAs. James Lane Jr., CPA for 30 years. Melvin Hobson, registered investment advisor, 18 years managing millions of dollars of assets. And yours truly, DJ the Money Coach. I've worked with over 25,000 people in 20 years and helped them become consumer debt free, get their credit scores to 800 like mine, and pay off their homes in 5 to 7 years by working the 7 spheres of money system. So all you gotta do, hit that link, come join us in the Beaches of the World Club. This is the Zanzibar edition with yours truly, DJ the Money Coach. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. There you go. That was 1 year ago, ladies and gentlemen. That was the first of 3 trips that we took to Zanzibar in 2022. And this year we'll take 3 trips again. That's right. 1 every 90 days. You can come over to the beautiful island of Zanzibar in the Indian Ocean on the east coast of Africa in the country of Tanzania. And you can have the best of all worlds. You can have that bucket list trip. You can have equity and ownership and create a legacy and come share and celebrate with people who love you. That's what it's about at the end of the day. So that was the first trip that we took there. And we're going to show you progression. But at the end of the day, guess what? You're planning your spring break if it has not already been planned. You're planning that big summer trip that you take. Guess what? Plant them seeds right now in the motherland. And then you can look like this. So Nick, let's take them back to the second experience in the beautiful Zanzibar and show them how much better it gets when you go with other people. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Zanzibar and the P.O.M lifestyle. Plenty of money, peace of mind, equity and ownership. And exclusively, we're the only ones that can provide you all of it. And I will guarantee you that on the largest scale. Check this out.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? This is DJ the Money Coach coming to you live in Zanzibar. That's right, baby. We're bringing you paradise. We got 20 investors right here in Zanzibar, and you're next. And all you got to do is hit that link. Come join us in paradise.
Yeah. Now, let me tell you the greatest part of this. See, when you build new cities, suburbs, exurbias, if you don't know what that is, there's a book called The Roaring 2000s by Henry S. Dent Jr. It talks to you about how areas that were far out, in the, boondocks that become exurbs, like a suburbs, and they build these communities, and you see them unroll and become massive players in cities and states. That's exactly what's happening right now in the beautiful country of Zanzibar, and we're right at the forefront of it. And we're going to show you a little snippet of the resort, and then we're going to show you the magic behind it, the B2B opportunity. See, these people are not going to talk to you about the B2B opportunity. What do I mean by that? I'm going to talk to you about the actual profit centers that actually make more money than the resorts themselves. I'm going to teach you that exclusively in our master class and our conference. See, they're going to talk to you about, hey, let's go over there, take this beautiful trip. Let's stay at the Four Seasons and all this beautiful stuff. And you don't realize you are actually the actual mark. So you're the one who they market to make all the money for their gross domestic product. See, in Zanzibar, the #1 commodity and the #1 revenue generator right now is tourism. The second largest generator is transportation. The third largest generator is excursions. The fourth largest generator is actually the B2B contracts on the transportation, the concierge, and the waste management opportunities. See, this is stuff you're not going to get from somebody who's just a purveyor of tourist trips to get their little cut Nothing wrong with that. But how about see it all behind the magic, carpet or the magic, curtains? We're going to show you all of that because right now we're at the center of Silicon Zanzibar. We're going to say that again, Silicon Zanzibar. So think about this. Right now, this weekend, South by Southwest is happening in Austin, Texas. What's so important about Austin, Texas? Austin, Texas is rapidly becoming the epic center for technology. Now, if you don't know history, let me give you a quick history lesson, ladies and gentlemen. Let's fast forward back into the future 30 years ago. Do you know where most of the thriving technology came out of? Major city? Boston, Massachusetts. Most of your software up-and-coming companies 30 years ago, most of the biggest players were in Boston, Massachusetts. You know why? Because you have Harvard, Boston University, you have MIT, all in these areas. They were the leaders in startup companies. You probably won't believe this. Go check it out. How do I know? Because back in the day, I used to be in the software industry. I used to work as a sales manager for a company called 𝗙𝗿𝗄𝗃 Sales, which was acquired by Vizio. Not Vizio that you're thinking the TV guys. I'm talking about Vizio, the computer and design guys. But they didn't market well because they had arrogance. You ever heard that? Where big companies like IBM missed the boat on owning Microsoft? Blockbuster Video had a chance to buy Netflix not once, but twice. Circuit City had a chance to be the best electronics company, but they let Best Buy come in the back door. And all that was because of arrogance and hubris. So because MIT, Boston, Harvard University, Princeton, them, all that little corridor thought that, hey, people are going to come to us. They're not going to go out to the West Coast and let the West Coast take over technology. Guess what? They were wrong. So up sprouted Silicon Valley, right outside of San Jose. Microsoft, HP, Google, YouTube, all those companies sprung up because they wanted to have their own epic center, and they were not welcome to the party in kind in the Boston area. These are facts, ladies and gentlemen. So guess what? Silicon Valley grew. And then guess what? The state of California became unfavorable on the tax side. Then on the moral side, become a lot less attractive. So guess what? They took up roots and they said, where's another place that's conducive to us to build technology and catch the millennials? How about Austin, Texas? And guess what? Elon Musk, boom. Facebook, boom. Google, boom. 𝗙𝗿𝗄𝗃, boom. Right in the heart of Austin, Texas. You know why? Because the University of Texas got one of the best technology centers on the planet, and it's a state-free tax. So now everybody is seeking and building roots right in the heart of Austin, Texas, and now you have 2.0 Silicon Valley in Austin, Texas, baby. And look at the rapid growth that has happened in Austin, Texas over the past 5 to 10 years. South by Southwest gets bigger. More startup companies are growing right in the heart of it. Right now, man, you got companies like Apple, Tesla, all of these guys building headquarters right smack dab in Austin. Why is that important? What's the connection to Zanzibar, DJ? Well, guess what? Here's a tip for you if you didn't know. Here's another geographical lesson. Zanzibar is literally 5.5-hour flight from Dubai. And if you know anything about Dubai, because of the opulence, because of the oil, they have created some major international conferences the Davos conference, the multi-million-dollar conference that goes around and everybody comes there, and you a lot of times got to get invite only. Dubai has now taken management over the international airport in Zanzibar. That's a strategic chess move. And now the epic center for technology, fintech, is starting right smack dab in Zanzibar. And guess what? You get 3 guesses, the first 2 don't count. Your homeboy, DJ the Money Coach, we're right at the front table, right there, enjoying the growth. In the first fintech conference ever, I was a guest. And we can bring you right there to the table as well. So Nick, let's show them the one with the fintech opportunity. And see, you're not gonna get this anywhere else, ladies and gentlemen. And if you want to tap into it, you got to hit that link. You got to come to the invite. Tomorrow, we'll show you everything in detail, or better yet, come to exclusive event on April 1st, and I'm going to bring Zanzibar right here to you with the actual largest developer in Zanzibar. Who else can pull that off, baby? Nobody but yours truly. So you want to enjoy the experience, or do you want to have equity and ownership and have a seat at the table? You choose. Either way, I'm happy for you. Nick, roll the tape, baby.
Everybody, this is DJ Money Coach. I'm here at what's called Silicon Zanzibar, and we're about to embark on an amazing opportunity where Zanzibar is going. Follow me.
𝗙𝗵𝗂𝗂𝗂. This is
𝗙𝗵𝗂𝗂𝗂.
my wife. We are currently investors. This is our first time here in Africa, in particular Zanzibar. This is a place that I intend to definitely keep roots in there and continue to grow. So that's one of the things I like the most.
Absolutely, and just being a part of something big, something that's starting, and you know, it's going to take off.
Definitely ready for plenty of money and peace of mind. Zanzibar all day.
This is our real-time, real international business. We're playing at the highest level because we can get you there too. And all you got to do is sit back and join the 𝗙𝗵𝗂𝗂𝗂 lifestyle movement. Your dreams can come true. All you got to do is discipline yourself, be accountable, play the 7 spheres money system, do the work for 2 to 5 years, and this can be your reality too. I'll see you next time.
𝗙𝗵𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂 lifestyle.
Yeah, baby. That's right. See, you're not going to get that behind the scene, being a player at the table where the real business is getting done. See, I'm showing you this because I want to show you there's a difference between, you know, a Maybach and a Chrysler. I think is that the vehicle that looks like the expense, or is that the Chrysler looks like the Rolls Royce? Which one is it, man? Help me out. That M300 Chrysler, people get that instead of, it's either the Maybach or the Rolls Royce.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
So what I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, is that you've been shown the Chrysler 300, and we're the actual Maybach and the Rolls Royce. So when you're driving down the road from a distance, you might think you're looking at the Maybach, but you're really looking at the 300M. But right here, this is the Maybach. This is the Rolls Royce. This is the table that you can sit at. So would you rather have the millionaire next door experience, or would you rather have that once in a lifetime experience where you blow all your money at Vegas and all you got was experience and nothing from it? Or would you like to build that slow wealth and add another, you know, asset into your portfolio that can be passed on to your children, because it's a hard asset, ladies and gentlemen? That's the reality of it. So again, We're giving you the whole set up. We're giving you the system, the ecosystem, which is most important. We're giving you the relationships, the largest developer on the island, because I am an equity partner with them. And we're also giving you the future of where it's going. So 5-10 years from now, you could have planted your seed and grown a beautiful bamboo tree. Think about that. And you still get the candy to go along with it. So are you going to take the sizzle without the steak? Or do you want the steak and the sizzle just thrown in? If I'm you, I want the steak and I'll take a little bit of sizzle along the way. I don't need to have it. I want to create that quiet wealth. And then I want to have a chance, if I am a business person and I have a legitimate small business that I can do business anywhere on the planet, and I want to get another opportunity that's up and coming, early adoption phase, S-curve economics, that's where you want to be, then you want to come ride and get free in 2023 with DJ Money. Nobody else can offer you that. So we're going to offer you 2 exclusive opportunities you can't get anywhere else, ladies and gentlemen. Number 1, I'm going to give you a seat at the table to get opportunity to own paradise and take that beautiful trip. Then number 2, I'm going to give you an opportunity to do business over in Zanzibar in the capacity of B2B, transportation, excursions, concierge, waste management, and get 1, 2, 3, 5-year contracts that forget about the resort. How about be on the side of the services that the resort needs? And then when you're with the player that's the largest developer on the planet, who actually helped change the laws in Zanzibar to enable foreign investments. I'm going to say that again, ladies and gentlemen. This is the most important part. See, what people aren't telling you because they're not on the inside. You could not have invested in Zanzibar no earlier than 2017, because there's an act that was created called the Homeowners Home Association Act that was spearheaded by our partner to allow foreign investment to come into Zanzibar, and they are in the center point position that they actually are controlling behind the scenes everything significant that happens in Zanzibar. And guess what? I'm their partner. That's right. So much so, they already wrote an article about me. And I'm not here to do any bragging. We're not going to show that article. You want to see that article? Come to the invitation. Tomorrow, you're watching this, come get the invite and see the entire presentation at 12 Eastern, 11 a.m. We'll show you everything that you ain't going to get from anybody else. Then we're going to show you it's a $1.3 billion opportunity right now on the B2B side, just over the next 24 to 60 months. And then we're going to show you a side-by-side comparison of how Zanzibar is going to mirror Dubai in its development as one of the top 20 exotic destinations on the earth. Think about this. What if you had a chance to be on the front side of Mauritius? What if you had a chance to be on the front side of the Maldives? I'm talking about you built your own resort. You built your own cleaning company. You built your own transportation company. You built your own excursion company, and you started out small and slowly built. And this is like Robert Kiyosaki talks about his rich dad, who bought up all that island property in Hawaii while nobody even was paying attention. But he looked poor, he looked average, and everybody thought he was just a run-of-the-mill guy. Boom! 10, 20 years later, he owned significant resorts, significant commercial business on the beautiful islands in Hawaii. This is what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. See, you can buy that sizzle, or you can come here and you can get that steak. And we can guarantee you we're the only ones that can provide you that opportunity. It's not for everybody. But if you're just thinking, man, let me take that bucket list trip. One day maybe I go up to the Serengeti. One day I may have to go to Mount Kilimanjaro. How about get it from a diplomatic standpoint as an embassy and have those relationships for a lifetime right here at your fingertips? That's what we're talking about. That's why I'm excited. That's why I look younger every day. It's a secret sauce, baby. It's called freedom. But most importantly, it's called relationships. And most important on top of that, it's called cooperative economics. Drilling down in your network, because right now, you're going to that trip. If you're not going with us, you're being used. No wrong with that. Just like Clubhouse, just like TikTok. They're sucking the bone marrow out of you. You don't even realize it. And you're getting experience, and they're getting the wealth. But right here, we're going to show you how to build the wealth and be a player. And just to show you that it's real, check out this video right here. Nick, let's just show them just a piece of why they want them to come to Zanzibar and enjoy opportunity versus tourism. We'll be right back, and then we'll be closing up this awesome show. You're watching Family Finance Friday with DJ the Money Coach, and it is vacation ownership time. Not vacation time, but vacation ownership time. And only two words you need to understand well in your vocabulary: equity and ownership. Because just only comes from equity and ownership. We'll be right back.
Investing in real estate in Zanzibar means opening the doors of unlimited opportunities, reaching out to a market of over 300 million people in East Africa and beyond, along with lucrative incentives to both developers and buyers. Strong economic growth in Zanzibar and the entire East African region, paired with the fast growth of the population, creates an unseen demand for residential as well as commercial real estate. This is an opportunity we offer you to tap in while investing in a safe and secure environment here in Zanzibar, where your capital will appreciate faster than in many places of the world today. I welcome all open-minded individuals to explore the real estate investment opportunities in Zanzibar's lush archipelago. Zanzibar, we consider the investors as our business partners. Let's sail together to grow our economy and the value of your investment. Welcome all to Zanzibar. Karibuni sana.
There you go. Hey, that's made exclusively for us. And we don't even share that on this platform. But what we want to do is show you the inside opportunity that nobody else can provide for you. And you can get involved if you're qualified for just the same minimum investment of you taking that bucket list trip one time you'll ever do it in your life. Because 9 out of 10 times, most people, if they're not super affluent, because they don't have the time, you may have the money, but you may not have the time to go multiple chances to beautiful destinations that are a long way away from your home. Thus, you always make that convenient trip to the Caribbean, you take that convenient trip to Cabo, to Cancun, Playa del Carmen, because that's just a 2-3 hour flight. But you really want to go here. So you put all your chips and pieces together and you do it once, and then you go somewhere else once. And then, yes, in the course of 5 years, you made 5 bucket list trips, but you own nothing. But you got great video. You got great memories. But how about have it all, baby? That's my challenge to you. So if you're watching this in a replay, you should be hitting that link right now. Because here's the reality. What you bought during Christmas time, Black Friday, and what you're going to spend on that refund, you're not even going to remember it other than if you've got a video. And then here's the other part. When you go these places, they're going to have videos, cameras everywhere, because they're going to be capturing your experience and sell it right back to you. In some of those places now, Nick, they get slick. They don't even let you shoot your own video. I recently went on a trip last in the December, and they kept telling me, oh, for safety reasons, you can't have your phone on it. Like, dude, who you think you're talking to? But yet they're driving people alongside us as we doing our little experience. I'm doing one of those four-wheelers, and every 5 minutes, I see a dude drive up way in front of me, and he stops, and he's taking all the video and stuff. And then when we get done with the little excursion, they trying to sell it back to me. And then I kept shooting my video. Dude tried to take my phone. Oh, this is security reason. Security for what? I just gave you $150 to ride on these motorbikes, and you gonna tell me I can't video my own experience? Real talk. But hey, I ain't mad at you, because freedom ain't free, right? So what I'm going to challenge you to do, you're going to start getting bombarded by people who have taken a trip to the beautiful motherland in Zanzibar. And there's people who've been there 5, 6, 7, 8 times. But they never thought for once, let me own some of this piece of the pie. Because all they were thinking about is the quick money. They were thinking about the ghetto rich money. They weren't thinking about the long paper, which is slow to build. Because they were like, hey, I put these pictures up. Next year, I'm going to double my numbers. I'm going to get a bigger instant paycheck versus get a slow, steady check that keeps coming. Well, I ain't got to keep going to the island if I don't want to. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of passive income. So what I'm telling you to do is come to the presentation. I'm giving you an exclusive invite. All you have to do is hit that link. And then if you are one of the real players and you want to know how to build business in Zanzibar, you want to know how to create residency in Zanzibar. Matter of fact, you want to meet the 𝗙𝗿𝗄𝗏s of Zanzibar. Now, if you don't know who 𝗙𝗿𝗄𝗏 is, guess what? The Bellagio Hotel, that's owned by 𝗙𝗿𝗄𝗏. The Wynn Hotel, that's owned by 𝗙𝗿𝗄𝗏. Multi-billionaire. So what I'm telling you, in essence, I'm going to bring you the 𝗙𝗿𝗄𝗏 of Zanzibar, and you're going to be able to sit side by side and talk to him about the development opportunities in Zanzibar. And the only place you're going to get that, ladies and gentlemen, in here, America, is with yours truly, DJ the Money Coach, and that's April 1st. That's right. I'm bringing Zanzibar developer right here to America to show you all the great opportunities in Zanzibar, to show you they are seriously invested in America owning a piece of the pie in Zanzibar. And we happen to be the chess players that one of the major vessels that can provide you with that opportunity and give you the sizzle, but most importantly, put the steak and the potatoes on your plate. That's the most important piece. And if you don't believe me, we're going to show you one more video about how beautiful it is. And I'm going to show you a still print of what Dubai looked like in '78, what it looks like today. And all I want you to do is envision yourself in the equity and ownership position. And if you only own 0.5%, think about this. See, most of you want to own 100% of $1 million. But what about having 0.5% of $2, $3, $4 billion coming into your household every year? Think about that. Think about that for a second. Because that's what you're doing when you put your money in a mutual fund, you put your money in ETF, because that's just net worth. You can't cash it out, because once you cash it out, it's gone, baby. But residual income keeps coming in, because as them tourists keep coming in, matter of fact, let me share my screen, Nick. Show me how to do that. I'm just going to show them something about the B2B opportunity real quickly.
Yeah,
you have that slide. I can just show it right here.
Yeah. Just hit the share and then I'll bring it up.
Okay. Share.
or should say present.
The present button. Yeah.
Yeah, present button. Yeah.
Share screen.
Yeah. All right, I see it. Yeah, just let me know when you're ready for me to pop it up.
All right, can you see it?
Yep.
I want to be able to see myself.
I didn't put it up yet. I just want to make sure you
Yeah, the one that says DJ TMZ Ancillary at Zanzibar.
Yeah. Yeah, you just gotta minimize the StreamYard. Yep, there you go.
Okay, so here's what I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. Transportation opportunities right now is 100 million. Excursions, 100 million. Commercial cleaning, 100 million. 30 million in concierge. Here's our competitive advantage. I've owned and operated a 7-figure commercial cleaning company since 1996. No longer own the cleaning company, but was in the business for over 12 years. We have a valet service that does the waste management opportunity. We have an A8 certified company that does international, waste management, concierge, and all that stuff. So at the end of the day, it's a $330 million opportunity on the ancillary service side. You can close the share screen out, Nick.
Yeah, you did it already.
So what I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, in conjunction with the Silicon Zanzibar opportunity, it is amazing. But you're probably going to go once in a lifetime, and this is great, and get that bucket list trip. But if you're going to go once in a lifetime and you have an opportunity to get the whole cow instead of just the milk for the same amount of money that you invest to go over there for the bucket list trip, why not get it all? That's my challenge to you. Why not get it all at the end of the day? That's the challenge. Think about that. So let's show them that last video, and then let's end with the Spice Island tour where we take them through that, and they showing the guide, the show, the one I'm talking about. All right, We'll be right back, and we're gonna wrap this up. And think about it. Zanzibar can be yours. Own a piece of paradise, equity and ownership. Plan now. Put your roots in the ground. Let them slowly grow, and marinate next year, the year after next, because it's gonna get bigger and better. And you can sit back and you can say to yourself, man, I was wise enough to explore the opportunity. Then I got all the facts, and maybe it might be a win for me. And then you can look back 5 years later and be like, man, that was amazing that I jumped on that opportunity while it presented before it blew up, and it was astronomical in investment opportunity when I could have got it at pennies on the dollar, baby. That's what we're talking about. Equity and ownership, and having the position to have access. Because you're going to take the trip. But are you going to get the equity and ownership from the trip? We'll be right back. There you go, baby. That is the largest timber building in the world, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. It will be completed by 2030. And right now, you can exclusively get an opportunity to actually buy a piece of that pie for yourself. You can get a studio, a 1-bedroom, a 2-bedroom, a 2-bedroom duplex, 3-bedroom penthouse, and all comes right through this portal only. That's what we're looking at, ladies and gentlemen. So them other people, they can show you the 300M, show you a lot of sizzle. May have been there once or twice, but they ain't showing you no equity and ownership, baby. Because the only one that can do that is the one who's actually a minority equity real owner in 3 of the largest developments on the island in Zanzibar. That will be us. So not only do we go and have a whiteout party, not only do we go and give you 3 or 4 top tier excursions, not only do we go and give you red carpet treatment and sit down at the table with the actual owner developer themselves, we also give you an opportunity to sit at the table for the beginning of Silicon Zanzibar. Think about that. When's the last time you had a VIP seat at a major economic development in the US and you turned it down? Think about that. Yep. I want you to marinate on that. And then ask yourself a question. Is that the opportunity that can create legacy for my children and my children's children? And as icing on the cake, I can take the trip and still have the bucket list experience. You get it all right here, baby, in the beautiful island of Zanzibar, brought to you by DJ the Money Coach as an equity and ownership player. And there's 2 opportunities for you to set up. First and foremost, 1, you're getting an invite, but you got to hit that link. Tomorrow, we'll show you everything from A to Z. And then, if you're qualified, we'll give you an exclusive invite. Just like going to the Oscars, just like going to the Grammys. You know, right at the table, you will be invited to talk directly to the developer and find out everything about the opportunities. And on top of that, I will throw icing on the cake for you and show you how to parlay into B2B opportunities in a $1.3 billion opportunity over the next 2 to 5 years. Now, let me preface this. I'm not giving you financial advice. This is not for everybody. But if you're taking the bucket list trip and you can afford to do that, this might be your opportunity for you to knock on the door while it's still evolving and growing, just like Austin has become the Southwest Silicon Valley for the United States. Because fintech ain't going anywhere. AI is not going anywhere. It is the future. The future is now. And if you're wise enough to take advantage of it, and you want to have a seat at the table and have access to what we call STEAM, science, technology, entrepreneurship, access, and mentorship, you can only do it by hitting that link and joining the P.O.M lifestyle movement with DJ the Money Coach. Plenty of money, peace of mind. Come join us on the beaches of the World Club. Our beach is Zanzibar and freedom. What about you? And I challenge you, get the original or you can get the copy. And you know, every time you make a copy, what happens? It gets worse. The original stays the best. Pure and simple, bar none. We are the players and you are too. But you got to make that move like a player does on the chessboard. So I'm DJ the Money Coach. Thank you for watching Family Finance Friday with DJ the Money Coach and Nick Westbrooks. Hit the link, get into the master class, and come party with us like it's 1999 all over again, and let it rain, baby. Equity and ownership. We'll see you next time.
𝗙𝗵𝗂𝗃𝗃